My name is Francois Knitzer. I'm a sculptor, a filmmaker and a performance artist. I work with garbage mostly and create sort of sculptural costumes which I perform in public. My fascination with discarded objects I think started with my grandfather. He used to go to auctions a lot and buy sort of broken things and always bring home junk and try and convince us that they were valuable and that they were treasures basically. And that's sort of where I started thinking about waste in a different way. I suppose I began to get a bit frustrated with showing work in galleries, and I felt like I wanted my work to reach broader audiences and interact with people in different ways, not just having them coming in and looking at the work, but perhaps playing with the work, running after the work, hugging the work, whatever, and looking at the way that people relate to the work as being the work itself, rather than it being some object that's in a wide gallery space somewhere. In terms of sort of narratives, I've always been interested in imagining what the life cycles of objects are and what spaces they inhabited during that life cycle. Yeah, so it also relates to coming back to Cape Town. I was born in Cape Town and then I left for Grahamstown when I was about 5 and then came back in 2013. So that was about 20 years. And that 20 years was basically the 20 years of freedom that we kind of heard so much about a couple of years back. And that got me thinking a lot about how one experiences a space and how that changes throughout your life. So yeah, the characters of Cape Mongo are basically the characters of my childhood who have become disfigured and who have morphed into monster-like figures. And that relates both to kind of the way that I see the city and the way that my identity fits into the narrative of the city.